y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna try something new today, and I'm gonna try not to be staring at the viewfinder. But I got some new toys and I want to play with them, so I'm not going nowhere. I'm in the house in a regular old t-shirt. My bed ain't even made, like it's real life over here. But I think I'm going to put on a full face of makeup, only to take it off in like 2 hours. Because I got some new stuff. So I figured, why not film it? Y'all might like it, right? So we'll see how it goes. So it's the evening. It's been a regular day. My skincare from this morning is already done, but I'm going to show you guys exactly what happens when I put makeup on. I am no makeup guru. I don't know what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, everything I know I learned from YouTube. Like literally, that's where I learned everything. So I'm just gonna show y'all how I put stuff on, maybe tell you what each product is, meaning like the name brand and the color, because I don't know all the details of everything. I just know that I played with a couple things. I watched a lot of videos. I bought some things, some didn't work, threw those away, bought some new ones, and these are my ride or dies. So these are the ones I have been using for a while, and I don't know how to tell when you need more foundation because you can't really see through the bottle. But anyway, let me stop bapping my gums. Y'all look. How stinking cute are these? So these are the new, is it Ice Queen or Queen Ice? Ice Queen collection. This is the 13-piece brush set. I did pick these up from Blinged brushes. If y'all don't know, now you know. I love them. I have all their sets. So this is the new 13-piece collection. This includes the what is it, 8 I think eye brushes, including a spoolie, and then the 5 face brushes. This one here I'm not familiar with, but I'm gonna see if I can use it as my bronzer brush. The one that I normally use looks like this. So this is a huge difference, but since I'm no makeup artist, I don't need to be perfect. I'm gonna try this one today and see if it works well, and hopefully it does. If not, use the one I've been using. And then this one, just, I don't know, it may or may not get used at all. This one I'm also not familiar with. This one I think is called a fan brush. Let me show y'all something. On the back of their packaging, they always tell you what brush is for what. And on the side of their brushes, they've got, of course, the emblem, Blinged brushes, so it's 2 B's, and on the other side it will have the number. What does that say? I can't read backwards. F53. So on the back of here you'll see where it has F53 and it tells you what it is. It says large fan brush. I watched about 2 or 3 videos on these, and people were kind of using it like as a highlighter brush on like their nose and like on the upper cheek. So I may try that today. I don't know. Like I said, I've never used a brush that looks like this before, so I'm really not sure. But the rest of them I'm pretty much familiar with. This one is different. What is this one called? F52. Survey says round kabuki brush. So I've seen round kabuki brushes, but they're like 3-4 inches long. They're super short. So this one's different. I don't normally use a round kabuki brush, but this one I feel like could be used in a multitude of ways. It's not really dense enough to be a bronzer brush, but I may try that out as well. So we'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the brushes that I know I'm gonna use. I finally figured out my system and what works for me. So honestly speaking, I don't normally use all the brushes that come in the set. I think I'll use that one. I use them based on shape. Like, based on the way it's shaped is how I decide what brushes I'm going to use out of each set. Do I have my, yeah, I do. Eyeshadow. I don't know. I guess between this one and this one, we'll try and figure that out for highlighter. So these 4 I wouldn't normally use at all, but again, I'm gonna try this one for the bronzing just because the shape is wide like I'm used to versus this round, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna put these 4 to the side, and I'll show you guys the handle a little closer here. OMG. All right, so we're gonna put those down to the side and we're just gonna get started. So first thing I do, I put a little chapstick on, which I did already. The second thing I usually do is I take my little Tatcha water cream it's focused enough, I guess. And I gotta make sure I watch this timer. It usually takes me about an hour to put my makeup on. I'm trying to get faster, but I don't wear it every day. I don't wear it often. Sometimes it's barely 2 days a month. So I haven't really gained any speed yet. Grab it out of the top. But what I usually do is, I might just use this viewfinder as my mirror today. Might not even need my mirror. But I put it underneath my eyes. I am over 40. So I got a little, you know, little cracks and creases and stuff going on. So what I usually do is just put a little bit more moisture under here. Even though I finish my full face routine, you know, in the bathroom and put on my moisturizer, I usually do add a little bit right under my eyes right before I get started. Just for a little bit moisture. I've learned that if you add a little bit of moisture right before, it tends to help with preventing the what do you call that stuff, concealer, from greasing. So again, I am no makeup guru. Okay, just get my setting powder together. All right, cool. So I also usually put my apron on, but I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm gonna lay down. But I will show it to you guys. Maybe I won't. Is it in the laundry? Might be in the laundry. I think it is. Because I did wear makeup last couple of days. I think it is. Anyway, I bought one of those cooking aprons. And it's just got some real cute sunflowers on it. Nothing fancy. Anyway, I got it from TJ Maxx and I just put it on because I do my makeup with all my clothes on, but without my hair done, so that I can make sure my hairline is perfect after I do my makeup. So because I have oily skin, I do things in a certain order. It's okay. We all do things however we want, but I'm just going to show you guys how I do it. So I use the Pore Professional Super Setter by Benefit. I get this from Ulta. I think I also found the travel one on Amazon. So I do have the travel one that I put in my travel makeup bag. So first I spray myself with it. It's just basically setting spray. So I just spray that first. And then I go in with the Tatcha, which is the skincare line that I use. This is the Silk Canvas. This is a primer for wearing makeup. It looks like this on the inside. And so I just dab my finger in it and put it on my face. And I put it all over, of course. And anybody else feel like you make your face extremely red after you do this? Or maybe I just be rubbing mine too hard. I don't know. But rub it all in. Make sure everywhere is covered. I usually just add a little bit right under where we just added that extra moisture, just to make sure we prime that area as well. That's not sexy. On here with sleep all in my eyeballs. So how y'all been? What's up? What's good? We ready for the holidays? I know it's around the corner. I'm excited. That's why I've been filming. Been busy getting stuff together, traveling, visiting family, all that fun stuff. So we got our primer on, and then again, because I have an oily face, I do take my beauty blender. I used to do this with a makeup brush, but it just, I don't know, these just work. No wonder people are so hype about these. Let me see, I feel like I didn't squeeze that enough. So I do dampen mine and squeeze it out really, really good. So let me wipe some of that water off of my pants. I take my beauty blender and I dab it in my setting spray. This is the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and it's translucent honey is the color. So I just put some on here and I do it in my oily spaces. And I know that some people say T-zone or whatever. It's just a part of my face. I don't really call it T-zone or any special area, but I do seem to get really oily and sweat a lot in this area here, underneath my eyes, on my cheeks, not like under where the concealer goes, but like on my cheeks. On my nose is like the worst. And then of course my forehead. Hey buddy, what's up? Mommy's gonna play in some makeup just cause you wanna say hi?
Hello.
Say hey, welcome back to my channel. Say welcome back to my channel. Boy, stop.
My channel now.
Boys don't wear makeup. Mally, stop.
Get something on me.
Yeah, it's called makeup. Get out of here. So anyway, a little bit more in the nose. That one is like definitely like my worst spot. So pat that in. Usually because I use the beauty blender, not a lot of fallout happens, but I do usually still go and kind of go over it a little bit with a brush. Oh y'all, yes please. I love these brushes. I told y'all I have like all the sets, so I am used to their quality. I love these. Layla purple, yeah, that's all I need is a Layla purple and I'll be one happy camper. But anyways, carry on. My mom's texting me back. I asked her how she was doing. Okay, so after we do that, that's kind of like our prep. Again, everybody goes in their own order, but my order kind of helps me out when I make boo-boos because I am not perfect. So next I do my eyebrows. So again, I'm going to use this viewfinder as my mirror. I am sitting in front of my vanity. I do have my vanity lights on, and I do usually use, of course, the vanity mirror, and then sometimes I will use what you call it, my handheld mirror. And then I also have this other mirror. Let me show you guys, because this is my favorite. I have one in my travel bag as well in a rose gold color, but you charge it with a Droid. Did I get this? No, I got this from TJ Maxx, so I can't link it in my Amazon storefront. But this is made by Impressions Vanity, but I happen to find these in TJ Maxx, so it just flips open like so. And it's a big old mirror blind, you guys. Hey! And it's got lights. So it's got, I think, 3 or 4 different levels of lights. And so this is perfect because it's flat, so you can hold it like a mirror if you need to, but you also can fold it back so it looks like this, which is what I love. So I usually set this on my lap or on the desk or the nightstand, wherever I'm at doing my makeup. I set this there, and then I'm able to turn on the lights and see my makeup well. Because y'all know sometimes, you know, that hotel lighting sucks. So that's what I usually use when I'm doing some of my makeup, but I'm gonna see if I even need all that since I can use the viewfinder. So I don't know if it's close enough though. That might not work. Ah! I knocked my little fan over. All right, so as y'all know, sometimes I'm a little perfectionist. So I usually get hot when I'm putting on my makeup. Look at all my little grays popping out. And so I have on a fan. Hopefully that is not loud or bothersome to anybody. I pray that it's not, because then it'll be hard to hear me. I got a little bit of hairs underneath that could definitely be plucked, but I'm due to get them done in my nails this weekend, so I'm trying not to bother them. But I usually just kind of go in an upward motion with a little angled brush, and then I try to like shape it a little bit by putting that line. Again, I am no professional, and I don't like a super bold line, so I do kind of go over it a little bit and try to like smooth it out. Oh, I can tell y'all what I'm using. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. That's hard to say, so let me see if I can show y'all this. Couldn't show y'all the setting powder because then I'm gonna spill it everywhere. Come on, man, I need you to focus so it's real easy to read. All right, let me center you and stay put for a minute. Come on, Canon. Why you gotta be such an asshole sometimes? Bruh. We're not doing that today. We doing what I say. I'm the boss. You not the boss. Okay, let me go out. It seems like when I get too close, it's blurry. See? All right. Anyway, Dip Brow Pomade in the dark brown color. It looks like this as a full container. And again, it's made by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I got this from Ulta. Let me tell y'all a story. So when I got it, I went to Ulta and I walked in and I asked for black, right? I had watched Sweetie, the rapper. I love her. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch. Anyway, I watched her video doing some makeup, and I loved how she did her brows. So I was like, well, let me try everything that she used. So I made my little sticky note, my little list, and I walked in there like, hey, I need this, this, and this. So I walked in there, and it was a super nice guy. You know, what do you call it? Customer service agent or whatever, rep, whatever. And I told him what I needed, and he's like, sorry, y'all. Let me try to turn so I can make sure I'm viewable so y'all can see me. But anyway, I told him what I needed, and I think she was using like black or super black or something like that. And so I said the color to him, and he was like, oh, no, honey, no, that is way too dark for you. Let me get you what you need. So anyway, he picked out this color for me. It's the same brand, it's the same product. It's just the color that I was gonna get. He was telling me that is a no-go for me. That would have been way too dark, which I thought was weird because Sweetie is way lighter than I am, but her brows look amazing. And my brows look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I make it work. I don't like that one. Seems like that one's darker than this one, so I'm not gonna add any more product. I'm just gonna go over this one a little bit. And yeah, make it work. All right, so again, sometimes I use this mirror, sometimes I use the one that I've shown in my videos from Stiletto. I love this mirror. This one is so sexy. Most times it works usually like during the day, but if it's like gloomy outside, raining nasty, and it's kind of an overcast, sometimes I feel like when I hold it up close to my face, I don't know, I feel like the vanity like blocks the light and then I can't see. So this one I love because again, it's got light on it. So this one I have for home. I have y'all, I'm so greedy. And this was like over a year ago. This was not recently that I bought this stuff, but I bought the black one and I use it at the desk at work if I want to like touch up my lip gloss or something. Most times I go to work with no makeup, and then halfway through the day I'm like, maybe just a little mascara. And so I pop this mirror out in between calls and I will put some mascara on. So anyways, that is as good as it's gonna get. I swear I feel like my eyebrows and my eyeshadow takes the longest. I think because they're due to be done, they're just really not looking sexy right now, but it's whatever. We ain't gotta be perfect, right? Makeup is to make you extra pretty. We're all already pretty. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. Moving on, we'll be here all day. All right, so then what I usually do next, and actually I should have moved these. Sorry, I got some clean brushes that I need to put up. So I'm gonna move them over here. All right, so usually what I do next is my eyelids. And so I usually wipe them just a little bit because again, oily queen here. And unfortunately, the top of my eyelids get oily too, and it sucks. So I can't just go in with eyeshadow and be cute. It's not gonna happen. I have to use this. So this is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This color is called Eden, the E-D-E-N. That's what this color is called. They do have different ones, but the rep told me this one would be good for my skin tone, as well as the types of eyeshadow I like to wear, as well as me having really oily lids. So I just do one wipe on each one. And then I usually take the brush, really any brush, but I'll use what you guys use as blending brushes. I usually will use something like that, or something flat like this one. It kind of looks like a paintbrush. Just something to allow me to kind of spread that off. I don't really like to use the wand to do it. I like to use an actual brush. And so I use this and I make sure that I get in that really big crease. I have hooded eyes. I'm gonna need a little bit more in that eye. I have hooded eyes, and so it's real, like a real big dip in there, and that's where it gets real oily. And you know what's funny? When I was younger, I used to notice how after a couple of hours, because I used to only wear like eyeshadow, mascara, and lip gloss, and I know I've said that before. And then I recently started wearing a full face of makeup. Now I'm all into it and stuff, but again, I don't wear it often, so just whenever I feel like it, or we got like an event or something to go to. But anyway, I used to notice like halfway through the day I'd have like no eyeshadow, or I'd have like this huge line in the middle of my eyebrow. And you know, me being a regular person, I don't know any better. I wasn't like, you know, doing YouTube 101 to learn what the heck it was. But yeah, that's what the problem was, y'all. All my oils was eating up all the makeup, and I had no idea. I was like, where is all of my eyeshadow? But now I know. It is gone. All right, so biggest problem is usually right here in this inner corner. It's like I just cannot get it to smooth out with all my little eye bumps and stuff. That looks pretty good. So make sure it's out in that corner, and that one too. Let me move this top because it's in my way. I got a bunch of stuff up here, y'all, because I was like straightening up and cleaning some makeup brushes. So anyway, that's what I do next. I was looking at my Too Faced gingerbread palette. I got this, I think I found this in TJ Maxx. So I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I never do anything fancy. It's not like I know what I'm doing, but next I put on eyeshadow. I usually like to do just 2 colors, sometimes 3, but for the most part I do just 2. So what color do we want to do? We only gonna have this on for like 3 hours. So like, why are you even worried about it? I don't know. That's just how we work. Okay, let's do this one. Looks like it ain't never been used. All right, so it's called In a Pinch. This eyeshadow palette does have a mirror, but again, I like the light. So I probably just put that way too far, and I'm gonna have to reach back over there. I like the light on this one, and I don't know, it seems like lately I wear more makeup when we are out of town than when we're in town, and so I've gotten really accustomed to using this mirror. So I'm not gonna go up too high with it. I go up a little bit high with the primer just because sometimes I never know what look I want to do. Look at me saying look like I know what I'm doing. I never know how high I'm gonna end up wanting to go with the color. So I usually just put it there just in case. And that's another reason why I love, or I do my eyes first, is because I can make a mess with the primer and the color, and the foundation and the concealer clean it up. So hopefully this helps somebody, because I know I learned everything I know from here. I'm trying to think of her name. Maya E. Andrea Renee, maybe something like that. There's one other one my sister-in-law told me about, and I just started watching her, so I can't remember her name right now. And what's her name? Jackie Ina. She has really oily skin, so I watched a lot of her videos. I was having a real problem with this under eye area creasing badly, so I started watching a couple of like how to do your makeup if you're over 40, and how to do your makeup if you're over 50 and stuff like that, and how to do your eyeshadow if you have hooded eyes. Like, you name it, I typed it in. So in watching all those videos and combining things, I combined a bunch of stuff and I figured out what works for me. Only thing I can never figure out is this area right here. It's almost like it has its own creases, and I can never seem to get the color in there the way that I want. But other than that, this is usually how I do my eyes. Nothing too fancy, and then I usually go over it with the glitter. Sometimes I will get jiggy with it and I will pick like a darker color. I think I'm gonna pick this darker orangey color, and I will kind of do like this. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know how to blend. I just kind of like putting a little bit of a darker shade on the edge, and I don't know, I think it adds a little edge. I don't know all the fancy terms and all that, but I don't do all the blending and mixing, and I wish one of these days I'm gonna be slaying like that. But for now, I just kind of do the basics. At least I call it the basics. So I feel like, because I'm doing a makeup video and I'm kind of like all up in my face and not in a purse and not in a planner, people probably are wondering, what happened to my tooth? Why is my tooth chipped? And why haven't I gotten it fixed? And I can't remember if I've talked about it before. Let me look at my timer, 22 minutes. So I will talk about it here a little bit. When I was 7, and like right after my sister was born, because we're 7 years apart, before that I was a tomboy, but anyway, when I was 7, shortly after my sister was born, which one of these glitters I want to do? I'm gonna do this one. I was, out there doing my tomboy thing, and I was riding skateboards with my brother. Mind you, he's like 4 or 5 at the time, but he's got older friends and they've all got skateboards, and everybody just kind of, having a good time. And I'm like, shoot, I don't care if I'm a girl, I could ride it too. Yeah, that was a terrible idea, because we were riding 2-3 people to one skateboard, and y'all already know what happened. Yep, it flipped over. So I hit my mouth on the concrete, teeth first, and I cracked it. And I mean, who's gonna find a little itty bitty little piece of tooth outside on the ground? Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. So anyway, never found the tooth. Been chipped practically all my life, because it's been chipped since I was 7. And it probably would have been okay if it was done as a child. I don't know if my mom couldn't afford it, because we definitely grew up on the line of poverty. I don't know if she couldn't afford it, or if they didn't offer it to her, or it wasn't a thing. Maybe they don't do it for kids. I don't know. I haven't asked. But I know as an adult, I have been asked multiple times if I want to fix it. And I mean, who wouldn't want 2 beautiful chiclet front teeth? I would. I know I would. However, I have been told that if I fix it, they are not going to be the same color. The fixed tooth is going to be beautifully white, and the other tooth is going to look like I'm grown and I drink coffee. So I have opted not to fix it, because I don't want the different color. Like, I don't think that would be cute. So looking good, looking good. I don't think that'll be cute, so I just leave it. All right, so that's pretty much what I do to my eyes. I do usually go back and add a little bit of highlighter to the eyebrows and the inner corner highlight, but I do usually do that after the fact. So next I go ahead and do my foundation. And my foundation, boy, did I go through a couple. Y'all, I was looking like a straight ghost. I was green. I was not happy. But the one that works for me is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is what the front looks like. It comes in a bottle with a little gold top. I got this particular pump with the lid, and it's all messy. Who cares? I don't clean it. It's just mine. Anyway, I got this off of Amazon. I think it came in like a 3-pack, so I may have to find that, so I can link it down below, because I'm sure if you guys don't have it, you're going to want it. But I put this on here. I am in 5-in-1 Rich Ginger after I get like my summer tan. And then once we start losing our tan over the winter, and these are like super, super close. But once we start losing our tan, I am 4-in-3, which is maple sugar. I don't know if anybody cares, but I'll show you guys that. And here's what the pump actually looks like by itself. So this is how it comes with the lid and the little straw. So like I said, it comes in a pack of 3, but I only have 2 because I have a winter shade and a summer shade. So I usually take it and put it on the back of my hand. I used to not do that, but this is my new method. So I put 2 to 3 pumps on the back of my hand. Lately with these darker spots, I do try and cover them a lot. So, ooh, see what happens when you do a video? You forget stuff. I forgot something. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, and then I'm gonna have to waste some because I'm gonna have to get this off the back of my hand. But oh well, that's what happens, you know. Sometimes when you're talking, you kind of forget how you normally like your stuff, especially if you were like, I was doing it this way for a long time, and then I saw a video and she did it the other way, and she was actually talking about how people left her nasty comments and were talking shit in the comment section about it. So anyway, I put my concealer on first. This is also Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Radiant Concealer. I get both of these from Ulta, and this color I wear both season. This is 4-in medium deep. So let me see if I can show it. Come on. I swear, when it comes to like showing stuff, my camera is so mean to me. I'm at, okay, it's not gonna work. I'm at 26 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it and start a new one so I don't be talking to y'all and don't be talking to y'all. All right, we're good. So I'm sure I'm looking crazy because I got this foundation on my face, and hopefully this does not ruin my makeup. I do think my concealer might be running out because it's starting to feel like I'm rubbing the brush against my face and not a lot of product. But I do usually put my concealer on first. That's what I started doing, and it just seems to work. So I go in with that and try to get that all the way up to the lash line and get that in good. And then I put my foundation on, and I usually put on a very light coat of foundation on top of this. And this is the only thing that I have not mastered yet. It's not ruining like the edge of my eyeshadow. Now see, I feel like it's not, I might have to get a new one of these this weekend because I think I might actually almost be out. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. All right. I don't know if it's from all the talking or what, but look, my lips are chapped. I look crazy. All right, so where were we? Trying to get the concealer in, right? Right. So try to cover up my little bags, brighten up underneath my eyes a little bit. I know people put concealer on their forehead and down their nose and under their nose, over their lip. Where else? On their chin a little bit. I don't actually do that. I only do under my eye and out to the side a little bit, and then down my cheek or the side of my nose just a smidge. So, okay. So now that we got that, we'll get some more foundation on the back of my hand. And I usually use like the opposite side of the Beauty Blender. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the eye part. That's how I remembered that I have forgotten, because I'm like, holy crap, where's it at? So go underneath that again. So usually I do end up having to add a little bit more eyeshadow to the edge of my eyes, and that's just because I don't really like when it's missing. Does anybody have a secret for like not getting foundation on your lip? I feel like no matter what I do, I end up getting foundation on my lip. It's crazy. And I think I have an eyelash in my eye because it's bothering me. So hopefully this foundation is not gonna be too hard to spread, because it looks like it has started to dry a little bit. I'm gonna be on here looking crazy, y'all. I messed up my order. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray some setting spray, just a little bit, just to kind of moisten it back up a little bit so that I can get this on and show y'all how I usually get my little makeup. Again, I am no professional. This is just what I have been doing for a little while now, and seems to work. I swear this side just looks funny to me. I don't know what it is. I look so pale, like I don't have no color. So I usually do maybe not a whole pump, maybe another half a pump. And I go back over those areas I was telling y'all about where I have like the, what do you call it? Hyperpigmentation. I like to call it a scar. I'll go back and put a little bit more over that. Just because I like it to be gone if it can. I mean, if I'm gonna wear makeup, I don't want it showing. So I usually go back over that. Make sure I go down here a little bit. But I usually try to add a little bit more to that. Just to cover those spots up because I don't like them. So yeah, my eyebrows definitely need to be done. I'm washing clothes, so looks like my laundry is done. So that is usually how I get things on. So that is that. And then I usually take a makeup wipe and try to clean up a little bit because like my nails get really yucky with all of that. It's like they just turn completely orange. Also get the foundation off the back of my hands so that I don't accidentally get it on my clothes, because like I said, I do this fully dressed so that I don't have to like pull my clothes over. And what I usually do next is I go ahead and set things. So I saw this trick. If you take the point of your beauty blender and go in an upward motion where your eyes tend to crease, make sure that you smooth out the actual concealer, and then you can dab a little bit. And then what I do is, I guess I've heard it in videos, is baking. I bake underneath my eyes a little bit. I tend to put a little bit more setting powder under there than other areas. And then I start setting other areas. So my nose, one day I'm gonna leave it on my nose a little longer and see if that makes it not get as shiny, because even though I do those extra steps in the beginning to try to prevent the oil, it still seems to happen. And I do usually go a little bit further down on my neck, but because that foundation was on there and had a chance to dry, I'm not going to stress that today. Of course, like I said, this is just for the video. It is literally 6:46 p.m. I'm not going anywhere. I did go to UPS and mail some Christmas presents after I got off, but after this, I'm just gonna watch some Christmas movies. Y'all call that? Y'all say that? Christmas movies? I like watching Christmas movies. So anyway, I'm just gonna watch some Christmas movies, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loads of laundry. Why do I feel like every time I'm talking to y'all, I be talking about laundry? Am I the only one? I don't know. Maybe I am. I do laundry pretty much every week. There are weeks that the way my fatigue is set up, it goes south. Now laundry do not get done. So I end up being 2 weeks, but for the most part, I do every week. So I put it all on with the beauty blender, which I used to do a brush, and that did not go well. And I used to wipe off the setting powder immediately. That also didn't go well for my little creases. So this tends to work. So what I do next is just leave that on the under eyes a little bit longer. Take this powder brush, which just makes you feel like a princess. Yes, darling. Hello. Who's da? So anyway, I go ahead and wipe off any extra setting powder, which usually isn't much because I did put it on with a damp beauty blender, so it usually goes on pretty nice. And then I found this brush that works so perfectly in this area. So this is a Real Techniques brush, and I wish the Bling brush sets came with a brush that was shaped like this. Let me see if I can. I'm probably gonna put this down. That was shaped like this. It's just perfectly precisioned for underneath the eyes. It's number 402. Let me see if I can get it to show. Maybe, maybe not. I think the vanity lights aren't helping because they are extremely bright. So anyway, you just go in a sweeping motion and just brush it off. and it just works, you guys. I don't know, like every other method I did before this, I would still get that creasing, and this just seems to work. Sometimes it seems like a lot gets stuck in my lashes on the bottom, but it just works. It really does. So I just usually brush a few times, make sure where it meets the rest of the cheek there's not like a lot of setting powder sitting there. And yeah, your girl is cute. What's up? You come in, handsome. I'm playing my new brushes. Figure I put on the face to fold laundry.
Okay.
Y'all, he messing up my makeup. I'm playing. So yeah, so that's what I do under my eyes. And as you can see, I'm pale as ever. I have like no color. So what I usually do next is all the other steps. So next is bronzer. So we're gonna try out this new brush and see how we like it. I use Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. And it's in this cute little packaging. On the inside, a mirror, of course. I don't want to blind y'all, but it looks like that. Again, not quite see the words anymore, and I usually just dab right into it. So I'm gonna do like I normally do, and we're gonna see how I go. So I'm going to go right here, right where the bone is. I'm gonna usually sweep like that. The same thing on the other side. Oops. And y'all know the fun thing I learned about like putting on this makeup stuff, and I go around the edge of my hairline. This is why I don't do my hair first, because then it would get all messed up. But the fun part about that I found about some of this makeup stuff, like if you put on too much bronzer or you put on too much blush or something like that, or even highlighter, you always can take your large powder brush, put it in your setting spray, and just go over the area a little bit, and it works wonders. It kind of just dulls out whatever it is that you did and kind of fixes it. So I go around my hairline. So this brush will work as a bronzer brush. I will say the other one is my favorite, but that's again because I've been using it for like a year and a half. But I do like it. This one can definitely work. I don't be contouring my nose or doing a bunch of like forehead tricks. I just try to do like a little bit down to my eyebrow, but mainly just my hairline where the foundation meets my hairline, and then that side of my cheek a little bit to bring a little color. That's it. That's all I do with my bronzer. So next I have a bunch of different blushes, but my travel one is the one that's in front of me, so that's what I'm going to use. This is just a Shayna B Miami. The color is Brickell. Brickell. It looks like this on the inside. And then my two other favorites are, I have two NARS ones. One is Lovejoy and one is Oasis. I see people talk about that Orgasm a whole lot, which is nice, but I'm a little brown, so that one doesn't look as great on me. But these are the other two that I like. Actually, I think I might do this one today instead of that one. Uh-oh, tap to foundation. Okay. So anyway, I just, I use the angled cheek brush, and I just go into the blush. And I personally like a good bit right here in the front, right underneath, the bags under your eyes. So I usually go in the blush a few times and put it there. And then I go sweep up my cheek. And I don't usually do the whole smile thing. I don't know. I don't really smile. I mean, I smile, but I don't do the smile thing when I put on makeup, because when I do, it brings it too far down my face when I'm not smiling, and I don't really like it. I like that upward look. So sweep upward, carry on. So next, going to brush my eyebrows a little bit, make sure they are up and out of the way. I usually will take the beauty blender that still has a little bit of foundation on it and go kind of near the eyeshadow where you can see that the primer is kind of visible, because it is kind of a white color. So I will usually do that, or I will take like a lighter shade of eyeshadow and kind of go over that a little bit. So I'm going to do that because I don't want that part to be showing. But I don't want to allow color either. I want something that's kind of very quiet. All right. right, that could work. So I'm just gonna go around the edge of the eyeshadow a little bit because I forgot to kind of go over my eyebrow a little bit with the foundation just to hide any of that. And I think I'm going to leave the edges of my eyes alone. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone because I will play with my eyes all day. All right, so we have on our blush, and I think I like it. And we have on our bronzer. So next I will usually go ahead and do my highlighter. All right, so I usually use Too Faced. So I have this one, and this is called You Light Up My Life. I plan on keeping this when it's empty because this heart is too cute, and it is a mirror. So try not to blind y'all, but it's mirror. And then this is what the highlighter looks like. So this one is like my favorite, especially for inner corner highlight and eyebrow. And I just started kind of using this one on my cheek as well. So just add a little oomph in there. Usually try not to do too much, but then after I put on mascara, I'll be like, but I want some more. And then I'll usually do a little bit under my, I guess people say brow bone. I just say eyebrow. Oh shoot, that might have been too much. Let me try to brush a little harder and fade that out a little bit. I usually do a little bit on the pubic bone, just a tiny bit right here. And then I don't really like a lot of attention to my forehead because it's huge, but I will usually put a little bit right there. And I usually do that with the larger brush. So we're gonna try this whole fan thing and see how it goes. I think it's too big. I don't know. I think it's a little bigger than I like it. And I feel like it's not applying enough pressure. Let me show you guys the brush that I like to use for my highlight. If I can find one. Ugh, maybe I can't. They're all in the wash. Oh, here we go. Perfect. This one. I know it seems large, but this one just seems to glide right here and even under my eyebrow nicely. So I usually use something very tiny like this in my inner corner highlight, and then I like to use something like this on my cheeks, but I don't want to dirty up more brushes than I have to, so we are just going to try and make this work. I'm just going to try and work it out. Gosh, I can't even see. Is any getting there? I can't see it. All right, so I'm gonna try this fan thing again. Maybe I can hold it, make it smaller. I don't know. This is a new brush for me, like I said. This isn't one I normally use, but I'm gonna try it today. I think I didn't get precise placement. Something right there. It's suspicious looking, but it'll do for now. So yeah, so we'll leave that. All right, so now that we have all that on, what I usually do next, because now I'm basically done, is I go ahead and spray myself with setting spray. No, I don't. I forgot something. Why does that happen whenever you're like in front of a camera? All right, so what I normally do before I put my foundation on is I will normally take a black gel eyeliner, or like an eye, what's this one called? This one's called an eye marker, but it's a liquid eyeliner. And I will go ahead and line my eyelids. And the reason I do that is because I like to hold my lid and do it, and I don't want to put a dent in the rest of my makeup. So I'm not going to put on any eyelashes today. I was going to, just because, you know, you're going to do it, you might as well go all the way out. But I'm not. Since I skipped that step, I'm just going to skip that part altogether. So what I am going to do is, of course, just do some mascara. Why can't I find the lid to this setting spray? Okay, here it is. I wanted to cover it before I accidentally spill it. All right, so I'm just going to do mascara and keep it simple. So I usually do my setting spray first so that I don't kind of mess up my face with, you know, moisture. I usually re-look at my under eyelids and make sure I like them. Make sure I don't need to, you know, dab it with the Beauty Blender or use the Real Techniques setting brush, which is what it's called, the number 402. But lately, I've been doing such a good job at setting my under eyes that I haven't had to do any touch-ups. Like I didn't have to go and bump it one more time before putting on mascara. And I'm not even gonna do my hair, y'all. It's already done. I mean, it look a little wild, you know, from laying on the couch and stuff. But I usually do put mascara on whether I'm wearing lashes or not. And there is a little eye booger in here, y'all, and it is bothering me. So I usually put on a little mascara. Whether or not I'm wearing lashes, I definitely always put on the bottom, but I don't like my lashes not having anything on them when I am wearing, that didn't come out right. I don't like my top lashes being naked, even when I am planning to wear eyelashes. I like them to blend. This one just don't want to get together with the partner. I don't know. So that's the bottom. Ooh, whoa, a lot came out of that. This mascara is a new one. It's just e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I'm real picky about my eyeshadow eyelash brush. I don't really like the ones with the huge bristles. I don't know, y'all. They just don't work for me, and I'll be making a whole hot mess. I really do. So I don't really like those. I don't know. They're just not my friend. Oh, Sugar Plum. Y'all see that? Look, I got some mascara right there. I learned this trick though. Anybody used to like take a makeup wipe and try to get it off immediately? Don't do it. So the trick is leave it, let it dry, and then you will be able to flake it off because it will literally be dry. Man, when I seen that, I was like, wait, what? So yeah, that's the trick. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying not to block the camera, but you know, used to kind of holding things a certain way. Have you guys seen those colored mascaras? Let me see if I can show y'all what I got. Look at these. How cool are these? I found these at the Dollar Tree, but look, it's like a, oh shit. It's like a brown burgundy-ish color, a purple, and then a blue, and you really can see them. It's so pretty. I love it. One of the other things I like to do, and I do also usually do it before I put on the mascara, is I will take a green eyeliner because my eyes are hazel. It makes them pop, and I put it in the waterline. But you know, I'm only wearing this for the video and just until I get ready to take my shower and wash it off. So I ain't gonna worry about that today. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more inner corner highlight. I don't know why I love that so much. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, wait, what is that? Man, listen, let me tell y'all, watching YouTube to learn makeup stuff, it teaches you so much. And I know for me, every time I learned a new word or like a new makeup product, I was like, wait, what? And then I would go down the rabbit hole of watching as many videos as I could find with that specific thing. Like, wait, inner corner highlight? What's that? Lash line? What? Like, you name it. I was watching it. So, anyway, y'all know I ain't got no sense. This probably has plenty on it, but I'm going to get a little bit more. I can open it. I feel like I see my highlight, but I don't. On the area I'm used to seeing it on the on my cheek, but I'm trying my best not to dirty up another brush if I don't have to. But I don't know, y'all. I just feel like it's just not on my cheek like I normally like it. Oh well, it is what it is. And I just closed that. That wasn't smart. Open it back up. All right, so I'm gonna use my normal highlight brush. I don't know why I like to use this one. I just do. I don't even know what this one's called because I don't keep these bags. But there we go. Now we cooking with grease. All right. So now I can move that around a little more. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, I might have put a little bit too much on that side. Wait a minute. Remember, I was telling y'all, take that powder brush, and you usually have enough on it that you can fix it. And if you don't, you can just put some more on it. Just put a little dab on it. So I'm just going to add, that might be a little too much. Add a little bit of setting powder to that, just so I can go over that highlight just a little bit. Perfect. All right, y'all. I am no professional. That's got a little bit more highlight than I like. Trying that fan brush got me looking real highlighted. But we gonna make it do what it do. All right, so I should buy another Scorpio lip liner for my vanity, but I have yet to do so. So I try to put other stuff to use, especially the stuff that I get in Ipsy. So this one is like smooth gel lip liner. Is called Bite, but I like these burgundy-ish colors with my two favorite lip glosses. Y'all already know what they are. So gonna line my lips just a little. Alrighty, rub that in a little. Now y'all know I love my NYX Butter Gloss. Strawberry cheese to the cake. So we're gonna rub some of her on. Ooh, look at that peeling skin. I need to do a lip scrub, y'all. I ain't been drinking my water. So we're gonna rub her in, and then y'all already know my follow-up is that So Glaze by Juvia's Place. Yes, please. Y'all, I got low and I went in there to get me 2 more, and they was on sale. I didn't realize it because it wasn't marked, so I didn't realize it till I got to the register. Man, I was not smart. I should have went back and cleared the shelf. They were literally half the price. What I paid for 2, I should have been paying for 1 after taxes. I feel like my lip line is too defined over here, and I don't like that. There we go. Smooth it out some. That looks better. Feel like I got on top just a little bit more than I like it. Okay, looks good. Okay, y'all. So let me get a wipe. I'm touching different things that I got. Some more stuff on my hands. All right. So, almost right on time because it's about to end. 3 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna try and show y'all up close and personal how I look. I feel, you know, when you do things on camera, I don't know, I just kind of feel like it's like I didn't, because I had to talk, you know, I wasn't just kind of in my zone. All right, that looks better. For some reason to me that looked like it wasn't blending well. All right, so yeah, I like it. So yeah, the face y'all be seeing when I be doing what's in my bags and stuff like that, and I have on, you know, a little makeup. This is it. This is literally same steps I do every time. Like I said, the only difference is I do usually do the black eyeliner, just because I like to get it as close to the lash as possible, and then I'll go over it with my magnetic eyeliner. And then I love the Glamnetic lashes. I do have like where's my little pay set? I have 3 or 4 pair from Amazon. These were the first ones that I tried, so these are magnetic lashes as well. So I do also have, okay, I didn't go. I'm gonna throw this away. I really hate this. This is what fell out is this little thing, but I don't like that one. I like this one. It allows me to hold it better, especially because I look down and do it from the top, so this just worked better. But anyway, Amazon ones are here. I'm pretty sure they're linked in my storefront. And then I just have like 4 or 5 pairs. I don't even know how many. Got quite a few of the different Glamnetic lashes. So this was the pair that I was going to put on in this video. But like I said, I forgot to do the gel liner before I put on the foundation, and I don't like putting a dent in my makeup. So I'm just gonna wear my natural lashes, which I think look pretty cute. What y'all think? They all right? They pretty cute. They long enough. They'll do. So anyway, y'all, I just thought I would do something different. Like I said, I got the new bling brushes, so I wanted to try them out. I am not a spokesperson for bling brushes. I don't have a coupon code. I don't have no extras, but these are gorgeous. The quality is A1. They clean up so beautifully when you wash them. I wash mine with Johnson & Johnson's baby soap, and they just work. So if you don't know, now you know. You should get some. See y'all later. Bye.